Hey everybody. I want to say hello to you. Um when people make these comments here on YouTube and on Instagram and say, "Oh, we miss your teaching. Where have you been?" I really don't understand what that means because it's plenty of readings here, it's plenty of videos here. You can go over and listen to these things. A lot of people now, and a lot of readers are now saying what I've been saying about Nipsey and his baby mamas since 2019 that are now coming true. So I don't know what else it is that you're wanting me to say. And I've just made up my mind that if you're not donating to me and you're not supporting the information and knowledge I bring, I'm not going to keep coming over here because I got a lot of other stuff going on in my life, like my health and getting well and basically working through my own shit. And to keep coming over here entertaining you for nothing. And that's what, I mean, I've given you 20 years now, and I'm about to retire this because it's not benefiting me. It ain't been but a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm not talking about the people that love me and support me, but the ones that constantly try to destroy me. And me almost losing my life this time. And this is what, and I just spoke to them about it on Instagram. And I'm going to briefly talk about it to you. You all were not as cruel and vocal as they were on Instagram a couple of nights ago. But one lady made a comment, and I was glad she made the comment. They're not making me mad. They're not upsetting me because if I didn't want you to see what I was going through, I wouldn't have taken the pictures and the videos where I'm much thinner now. My face is thinner. And I wanted to let you know I do not have cancer. I do not have any other kind of disease. I am not dying. Okay. I am deliberately starving my body to get as thin as I can. I have been fasting. The last time you see me do a video, I was a little bit heavier, and I said hello to you, and I was in the outer room, and I was kidding around with y'all. I've lost a lot more weight. I don't have a scale. I don't know how much I weigh, but I know I weigh less than what I weighed like 3 weeks, a month ago, because when my son's ex-girlfriend came over here the other night, and I've known her for 9 years. They were together in 2015 when my son got arrested the last time and didn't get out, and they all in love, all up on each other and shit. I couldn't hardly separate them, and she was right there with me when he was arrested, and they were talking about moving in together and shit, and his ass got in trouble. So, and she didn't have any children, and I didn't hear from her for a while, and they got back in contact, and he told me, I said, "Oh, she's got some babies. I want some babies. I miss having the little pitter patter. I don't care if they somebody else children. Bring the children over here." And I told us I want to see the babies. That'll help me get well. Babies and puppies. Can I borrow the babies? Will you share the babies with me, please? I'm not trying to get no nigga. Bring the babies. And she said, yes, yes, I bring the babies. And I saw them. They saw me. They fell in love with me. I fell in love with them. And so I've known her a while, and I was standing beside her because she's thick, big booty, legs, everything shapely. And I'm standing beside her, and I was thinking to myself, God, I'm so skinny in comparison to her. I wonder how much I weigh because I'm so much thinner. And she was like, "Oh my God, so good to see you. Still beautiful. You still look the same." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm thinner right now. I've been sick, so I'm fasting to get this fat." And because I don't know if you all know it, but it's a lot of waste and toxins connected to fat. So I don't want any fat on my body. I'd rather be too skinny than too fucking big. And I knew with all my issues, all my childhood stuff, all of this stuff coming up. Um, so if you all are thinking that I'm looking like that because somebody did something to me or something, no. I've been starving since I seen you on purpose. And I don't know if you remember, I told you I was going on the high colonics with the Ethiopian gold coffee that was made just for enemas. And I got so carried away with it. I loved the feeling. I loved how internally clean I felt and how internally clean I feel. But it pulled a lot of clearly fat tissue and stuff. I make a lot of waste, and it cleans your liver and all this stuff. And my insides feel amazing. I noticed that if you all noticed it, you haven't heard me say in the past couple months when I come on, Oh, hey, I feel like shit. Oh, I feel so bad. I can't get up out of the bed. I'm laying down. You don't hear me saying that, even though I'm so skinny right now. You don't. Have you noticed that? You don't hear me saying that anymore. I feel fucking amazing. Like my whole. Tell the truth. Goddamn, if you heard me say this stuff the past few years, notice you don't hear me saying I feel sick and I feel sluggish and oh my sinuses and my head hurt and it's backed up. I'm not saying that. Oh, thank you, telling it like it is. I feel so good inside. My nose is clean. I used to have a lot of sinus problems dealing with the black mold in here, and I don't know what happened. Yeah, I've caught hell, but a lot of people die from black mold in Georgia every year. A lot of people die worldwide from black mold in the United States. I was lucky to be alive, and it was like my ex was really trying to kill me. He's one of those kind of people. If I can't help you, nobody will have you. He watched me be sick, and I used to beg, "Could you please take me to the doctor? Could you please help me?" And he wouldn't. He thought it was funny. Like he wanted to see me destroyed before I leave him. You rather see me leave, drawn up in the fucking ground. And that was very painful. So I'm still dealing with that. So when I got home, like I had said, I just said on Instagram, the last time I did this, where I got so thin, where you could see the bones in my face, and some of my friends would ask me, "Did I smoke dope?" That was like 2010 because I went on a crash vegetarian diet and a whole bunch of herbs to detox my organs, my female organ, everything stripped me. And I was so thin, like I'm looking down the face, that you can see my bones, and people were worried about me and begging me to eat. And one guy's like, "You look like you smoke crack." And I was like, "I don't smoke crack. I went on a strict vegetarian diet." He's like, "Well, I don't like that shit. You want me to take you for a steak now? Because that shit do not fucking look you like you smoke dope." And I was like, "Okay, I love you too." And after I finished and I got extremely thin and I felt like I had detoxed a lot, but see, that was also, when I think back, I was still dealing with drama with my ex, trying to suppress me, put his foot on me, and control me, and basically take things to keep me broke. And I still kept believing, he was going to see I was different. He was going to see I wasn't a whore. I mean, he just called me all kinds of stuff he didn't have any evidence for. And I was still, he'll change, he'll come around, and I really went through a lot of abuse. And I used to let people abuse me a lot and think they would just change. They see I'm a good person, this and that. I'm not there anymore. And as I am cleaning and I'm literally starving my body, I'm putting, I drink a lot of water. I drink my green drinks. I'm not just not eating because I know that would end me up in the hospital. I take all my supplements. I drink a lot of water. I do my green drinks. I might eat some fruit on some days. Most days I don't eat solids because I don't want it. My body doesn't want it. I still had to detox from all them antibiotics and shit and having the bubble guts and all that shit and balancing and put good bacteria back in there. So I really wasn't able to eat anyway. And when I was eating, I was suffering from a lot of gas and not sleeping at night and bloating. And I hated having a big stomach. I just don't want to be fat. I don't like it. And like I said, I'd rather be too skinny because I know if I'm really skinny and I detox everything out, all I gotta do is start back eating and my face, everything will fill back in. But if I'm too fat, like a fucking blob, then I have a hard time trying to fight getting that shit off of me. And because fat holds a lot of toxic waste and a lot of mental and emotional and spiritual waste and negativity. It's negative to me. Now, you do what you want to do with your body, but I don't like being fat. I'll never be a fat bitch again. I don't. Only time I was fat is when I was pregnant. When I was going through some shit, a couple of times I might have got fat, but I heard we got that shit off. When it got to a point I got tired of looking at the shit, I got it off. Outside that, I just don't like that. So, people were, some people were making fun of me on Instagram and on YouTube. "Oh, you do not look good. You do not look good, honey." Yeah, oh, okay, that's fine. I know that. That's fine. And I didn't argue back. I didn't get mad. I did make any comments. I'm not gonna take the videos down. It's okay if you see me like that. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And I'm not getting offended by it because it's what I'm doing. And I'm in a heavy place of transition and I'm dying through a lot of things. Oh, you look dead. Oh, you look casket ready. Oh, you're so dried up. Yeah, bitch, but that hair popping though. What them waves is doing though? You see what I'm saying? That's what that hair do, bitch. That's what I noticed, and that's what I just said. Instagram is that even though I've detoxed and I've deliberately gotten so thin and like starved my body, to purify it and clean it and stuff and do high colonics and stuff almost every day. My hair has stopped coming out. It has gotten thicker. All the bald spots have grown in. Nipsey's giving me new formula as I've gone into the underworld and spent a lot of time with the dead. I'm very comfortable with them. I love them. And I'm learning to become undead, to embrace the death current. And that is something that a lot of people cannot do. I embrace that death current. I rode that death current. I'm still dying to a lot of fuck shit and bullshit. No, I am not physically dying, if that's what you're thinking. I have no diseases. I'm not getting ready to physically die, although I might look like it. I'm not getting ready to. What I'm trying to explain to you is for the ones that love me, not the ones that don't. Like I said, they can keep joking. I'm not going to take it down. I wanted to share it with you as I'm transitioning and I'm making the formulas because my face is still darker than the rest of my body. My hands were black. As a matter of fact, when I did the video about a month ago saying hello, getting out of the hospital and joking with you guys, I showed you my hand. I took the glove off. Why? Because I'm creating formulas as I'm moving through death, resurrecting, coming into life, immortality. You cannot become immortal unless you die to something, to someone. And it doesn't have to be physical death. But even to become a legend and become legendary, you usually physically die. Some people are lucky enough they come back from the death to tell you what they've seen at the crossroads and on the other motherfucking side. And I'm one of them. I rode that death current with Nipsey. That's my baby. And I've been spending a lot of time with him. And a lot of things I have not come out with because I needed this time to heal my own self and to go through my own deaths and my own transitions, and transitions with fat bitches and stab you in the back, transitions with black bitches, stab you in the back, transitioning and dying from any bitch of any race that do it, from mothers, from father figures, from grandmothers, from people always trying to set me up and lie on me, and me letting people get close to me without no boundaries. I'm dying to that. So what the people don't understand, and for the ones that love me, that's who I'm explaining it to, like I just did on Instagram. When they say you look like a vampire and your casket ready, that's because that's the look I was going for. Because I am dying to a lesser life, a lower life, lower black bitches, lower bitch ass niggas, lower circumstances of life, lower standards for myself. Shit. And people that I trusted to put me in a position that I'm in. That I now have to transition out by riding the goddamn dick of the death current. Putting that dick all the way up in me and embracing that shit. And accepting responsibility for the shit, even though I'm not responsible for other people's actions. You were still in my energy and in my space. And then I'm looking at when it happened, Halloween. And moving into my birthday that I still didn't get to celebrate, but yet I fucking celebrated it because I am still alive. So I did that as a metaphor. But some of you bitches are so stupid. Oh, can't you see that foundation too light and too white? Look, you look like you're dead. You look like a cat. All I said, I asked you one thing. You ain't got to stop saying that shit about me. But if you really feel like that and you want to buy me a casket, I got one that I love, and that's the Egyptian one, bitch. That's homicide. So if you really want to donate to me because it look like I need to be laid down and baptized and goddamn consecrated and embalmed and got this so I can be resurrected and goddamn crucified and then resurrected and sanctified again, buy me that one, bitch. Because that's the one I want. Since you said I'm ready for it and I need it. Because that's the one I really goddamn like. We can set that up, bitch. You can hit my email, hit my inbox, my DM, bitch. And make that happen for a bitch. Because you not hurt my feelings. Because I've been wanting them. And now I'm grown. I done grew up. I'm grown enough for it. I'm really grown enough and embrace that death current. And I got the nerve enough, goddamn it, to step into one. Huh? So you thinking that you trying to educate me and bitch you can't see and that look dead and that's too because I made two. But you're not talking about that one. You're talking about the one where I deliberately made it very pale because I like goth. I like vampire and I was in a vampire state of mind, bitch. So I'm not apologizing. I'm not justifying. I'm not explaining. Bitch, I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Dress and put my face like a goddamn vampire, bitch, because that's how I feel. And that's where I'm at, bitch, in the underworld, dying to your bullshit, to your fuck shit, bitch. And I'm deliberately starving my body. Starving it of fat, starving it of junk food, starving it of waste. Because the waste I had in me and that infection and that mold and that fungus and bacteria holds on to fat. I want it gone. Because as I rise back up from death, from that type of death, fucking with bitches that will destroy you and smile in your face, I do not want it in me, on me, and around me. So I will starve my own body. Make it rail thin where I look like I'm an anorexic bitch. And then rebuild it back together, bitch, so I can get that out of me so I don't attract it around me. Because I know consciously I'm not fucking with bitches like you, no goddamn mo. See, that's what you bitches that think you grown because you chronologically grown and you suck dicks and you think you know everything and everybody's fucking business. Bitch, that's what you don't know because you're not on the level I'm motherfucking on. So I make no apology, bitch. You didn't embarrass me. I don't give a fuck about your laughing. It's gonna stay there. And it is exactly what the fuck I wanted to do. So I'm not sensitive about the shit. I don't care if you don't understand it, bitch. I understand where I am and where I'm going, and I'm doing this to me. I've done this before. The only difference between when I did it in 2010 and when I did it now is that the motherfuckers I was fucking with, I still fucked with them after the detox, and then you see I almost died again, fucking with a nigga I couldn't trust, fucking with an ex that betrayed me with other bitches and lies he told and all this kind of fuck shit and fake ass bitches and fake ass family. You're gone. Now I'm finally going to be who I came here to be, unapologetically. And like I said on Instagram, when I made the second video where it wasn't the vampire style, I wiped it off. It was the same color, but I made it just thinner. You didn't watch that one and say, oh, okay, she corrected it. It's not very white on her face and the body's different color, the neck's different color. But you didn't appreciate that. To let you know that I knew exactly what I was doing. It's two versions of the video. I actually got more views and more love from the vampire one. People are and they love the hair. That's why I know I'm not malnutrition, even though I'm starving my body from lust, from gluttony, from sex, from envy, from jealousy, from trying to worry about what somebody think about my appearance and this and that. The 7 deadly sins, which could also be your 7 deadly friends. While you're in this round, I'm starving on purpose. Because I see how people commenting and I don't like the way, you look sick and you look very thin. Yeah. As you can see, I was extremely sick. But this makes me look sicker now because my face looks sunken and I'm so thin. But I feel incredible on the inside, and I'm going to be okay, y'all. This is just something I needed to do. That's all. I just want to explain to the people that really do care, that donate, support me, want to see me get well. This is something, I guess y'all thought I was lying. When I came here a few weeks ago, I'm like, y'all, I'm going through it. I'm depressed. Working through my shadow side and to embrace the shadow side, the death side, the dark side. This is how I had to do it. I started starving. I literally, for me to really get to the core of my shit, I starved. Because there were things I was walking through life starving from love, some good dick, a husband, a family. Those things never happened in the past. The pain from that, the betrayal, some of the people trying to destroy me and betray me and set me up with my next door neighbors and shit. Want to see me dead and bragging how you came to kill me. All these things I had to starve out of me. All these dirty bitches and dirty ass niggas. I had to stop. I want you out. I want to expunge you and cut you out like they cut the pus, baseball size abscess out of my fucking skin. I want you out, and I will starve you out. I will do that to myself. But I stay hydrated. I take my supplements so that I am not sick. I don't need to go. As you can see, do I sound sick? Do I sound congested? Even though I look like I look drawn, that's fine. That's fine. Because this is temporary. Life is fluid. Situations are fluid. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life looking like this. If I was that embarrassed and ashamed about you, would never know this. Because I wouldn't have showed it to you. That's what I'm saying. When you see the bones sticking out of my face, and when you see it dry, that is what that self-impart did it to myself. Because this is what I need to do, be free. This is what I need to do, goddammit. You don't need to do it. I need to do it. And I've seen people do this. Even breatharians have done this. Other people have done this where they stop eating and they just do fluid and they get so little and drought up. And it's amazing to me how people say they love you, but when your physical appearance not the way they want it, or you got too fat, or you got too skinny, or you lose a limb, you get sick. Oh, but you don't look like I don't want you to. You never wanted them. You never wanted them. Because if you really love somebody, they get sick, you don't turn your back on them. You love somebody, they start detoxing, they lose some weight, and when they gain some weight and they look fucked up, you don't stop loving them, you don't turn on them. You help them put themselves back together. You walk through that shit with them if you really have a soul connection and you love them. People say things like that about me. That's why when I looked, I laughed and I didn't block them like on Instagram. And as you can see, the lady, I forgot, I don't know her name, but when she responded, she said, "I can tell you've been sick." And I said, "Yes, and right now I'm starving on purpose. I know how I look. I'm drawing up on purpose, goddammit, and drawing these impurities and this filth out of me. Because I never want to attract a fat bitch around me again to pretend to be my friend and then get with my neighbors and pretend to like me and then set me up for murder. I don't want none of that on me or around me or in me. So if you don't want it around you, you must take out what's inside of you and shift your vibration to whatever frequency of it is that you want your life to be. And as I move through this and I create my products, because like I said, I noticed at this time as I'm detoxing, my hair stopped falling out. My hairline is full. My hair is still black. No chemicals in it. No relaxer. No dye. I don't know how I've done this. The only thing I could tell you is that I take the herbs, and I've told women clearly that don't want to do it. What are you doing, Alexyss? Why is your hair black at your age? And I told them, you must take the herbal supplements for the gray to stop producing hair with no pigment in it. Stop it from producing white. Stop it from producing gray. I'm not going to say I've seen a couple of grays and I pull them out. I don't like them. I will not let that vibration feel me. I noticed that my grandmother grayed slow. My great-grandmother grayed slow. My mother grayed slow. But their diet wasn't well. And they were taking a lot of medications. And they were eating a lot of junk. And drinking and shit. Not my great-grandmother, but my grandmother and my mother. And they didn't do things to stop it. And they had a lot of balding and shit. I knew how to stop that gene and to reverse the balding and reverse the gray. And one thing, so it would not go out over my head and lose control. One thing I've told you, and I'm telling you that for free, just start getting your own stuff. You can Google supplements for gray hair, herb for gray hair. They really work because I have a whole bunch of them here. Now, I don't mind making formulas because people asking me about hair, skin, and nails. Because I like I said, I can't explain it. It's like now that I've been starving to like no bad foods, junk foods, like once a week. Let's say if I'm craving some mashed potatoes, I want macaroni and cheese or something, I have it, but I know I'm going to flush because I want my body real, real thin. And then to take everything out and build it back up. For some, my hair must be liking it. And I'm also creating forms of skin. I have to, because my face is still darker than the rest of my body. My hands have lightened some. I'm surprised. The more I've been detoxing, my skin is lightened by itself. It's still some unevenness. It's old dead skin. And I have a new mask that I've been putting on there to lighten the skin on my face. And then just kind of go slow with it. I don't want to damage it. And I'm just embracing the color. Whatever the color it is we are today. We tan, then fine bitch. We tan, fine bitches in this motherfucker. Okay, we skin with some skin of fine bitch. Whatever it is, I have to embrace this. I can't tell you to become something that you're not and change your personality and change your line if you don't see me do it. So I'm letting you see me at my worst. But at the same time, I feel like my best. This will not last. That's all I just want to tell you. For those that are worried about me, like I said, you want me to give you more messages, donate. You're going to have to donate and support me. Because I can't go through what I'm going through and then keep coming to give you free stuff. I'm tired now. I'm really just ready to leave this alone. I'm tired and just take my information to people that will value me and pay me. I can't do this no more. And especially changing my life and dealing with my own shit. Y'all, and I want you to know, I don't just talk, I walk it like I talk it. That's something you know, look, I'm okay. This is where I've been, that's why I ain't sitting, and I'm going through my own death. I'm going through my own purging. And I'm resurrecting and I'm liking the person that I'm becoming. As I start back eating again, I'll fill in and I'll show you what it looks like. But I had to do it like this. I don't really like this look. I know you don't like it either, but I did it to myself. I felt like I had to do this. And like I said, I've done it before and you just didn't see it. And when I started to eat, it just filled back in. So you'll just see the before, you see the transition, you'll see the after. I'm here, I'm home. I'm not in the hospital. I don't need to go. There's no emergency. I'm not sick. I'm not throwing up. I'm not falling down. None of that. I'm doing what I think needs to be done. I'm following my spirit's advice and I just wish you could feel what I'm feeling. Like I'm so high in the spirit, like my head is high, my brain is clear, I can think now, my thoughts are clear, my body's clear, my feet are not swollen, my legs are not swollen. I can't explain. I know it don't look like that, but I feel amazing. And the inside, my body's responding very well. I like being small. I mean, of course, I like having a shape, but at the same time, that'll come back. It'll fill back in. Y'all don't, it's okay. I don't want y'all to think that I'm dying. That I'm physically dying. I'm going somewhere. I'm transitioning, yes, from one level to the other, but I'm not physically dying. I don't want you to worry and think that I would tell you if I was getting ready to physically go. Because I see how people were bothered when they saw that. And like I said, I'm not taking it down. I don't care who laughs. I don't care what people say because they let me know you don't really love me. You love and hate people when they're beautiful. You don't really like them. They tell me you don't really like them. You admire them, they're beautiful, but at the same time you hate them and you wish something bad happened to them. And then when they look sick and fucked up, you laugh and you make fun of them. As if they have to stay that way, and we know that that's not true. But I wanted to see you to see me move through it, because one day someone might go through the same thing I went through, being betrayed by your nigga, betrayed by fake ass friends, and then having a real bad illness that you almost die from, and you have to move through that shit, and you might think you can't do it when so many other people have. And I think this is the last time that I'm going to be this open and show these things. But I wanted the people that follow me to know that I'm real and I don't talk about things and not be about them. Yes, it is difficult to be naked in front of everybody and be so transparent and raw, but I am also creating formulas as I do this for skin, for hair, for nails. And I was surprised that the way you all responded when you saw the hair. And I'm not going to wear the hair down because my hair is, I can't do the blow dry. I can't do the hot curls and shit every day. Maybe when it gets longer, I don't know. At some point, I might put a couple of extensions or fill it in that's the same texture as mine and do something with it. But right now, I don't need to do that. I'm just loving the fact that it's no longer falling out. It's no longer having bald spots. Y'all can see how full it is now. With Nipsey's formulas, it's giving me. They just gave me a whole new batch of them, and I'm gonna send them to Mina to try. And I also gave the baby some the other night. The mom already done did a video. I felt so sorry for that baby because, and that's not the first little girl where the mama tell me that the little girl walked around with her hair looking nappy and like she unloved and shit. She said, Mama, don't touch me. Don't touch my hair, Mama. Mama, it hurt too bad. Just don't touch me, Mama. And when they calm it, the little girl be crying. Well, the baby that came over the other night, I just got the video. She is sitting there like a little doll, not moving and not making a sound as the mother is combing her hair. She's not saying, no, Mama, don't touch me. She's not screaming. I can't believe this. The mother can't believe it. My son's ex, she can't believe it, but we have it right here on film. I'm waiting for the when she came because it was, kind of rough looking when the baby came over the other night. And now it looked like she put a relaxer in it. It's gorgeous. I told her that baby had some pretty hair. You just, and I showed the other videos, you just gotta learn what to do with it because there were other girls that they were crying on the YouTube. I have it on the videos there, and they just sit there like baby dolls, just smiling as their mama combing their hair and putting leave-in spritz, leave-in butter, leave-in oil. Gorgeous. I see, since I've been starving myself, fasting, these recipes, Nipsey's been giving me all these recipes. The Wendy Williams thing I just saw today. Isn't that amazing? I did that video in 2019. It said this lady had neurological damage and problems and drug addiction and alcoholism, was beaten and abused and like she was trapped or something. And she also them entities that she made deals with for fame and fortune. She didn't pay. She done some dirty shit. See, and they trying to institutionalize her, and then she got a little out of line. So they had this, they fucked her up. I said this in 2019, goddamn it. Now it took a while. Y'all seen her staggering all over the place and shit. Now it's been released. I've seen in the shade room. Her doctors released this lady have been medically diagnosed as having brain and neurological damage. I said the goddamn it shit now. See, y'all gotta put some respect on Drip. Now I ain't the VP General. I ain't playing this motherfucker. Salute me, bitch, goddammit. You better salute, because I ain't gonna be around here forever. I'm gonna be gone somewhere else. You ain't gonna reach me no more. But all the stuff I said and all the stuff Nipsey said is still gradually coming to pass now. While people were laughing at me, making fun of me, oh, that's fine. I don't care about it. There's no need for me to address it. Everybody else is addressing now what I said and confirming what I said 4 years ago. I even found a screenshot where I said this, 2000. I said it in 2019. I also said in 2020. I was warning people Nipsey kept starting. Then Boeing Jet 747, 757, 777, all the 3 digits. And all these things. And then I said parts missing. They ain't been put together. Now you seen all over the news. Wing hanging off a goddamn plane. Goddamn it, screw missing and bolts missing out the goddamn door. And they got to pull the motherfucker over and the air highway up in the sky and shit. And land the motherfuckers. I mean, it's all this is what I said the man said when they said I was crazy. And just obsessed with him. I saw this today. Someone sent it to me today. I said, finally, I get confirmation. 4 years later, I waited on it. I know that. And then her husband and that woman done broke up because he ran out of money with his stupid fat ass. That's what the fuck he get. Anyway, I'm going to get off of him. I just wanted to let you know that I love you. And the ones that love me and support me, I'm going to let you know. What I'm going through, and I'm healing. I'm okay. Dying to be born again and resurrecting to become immortal. And then creating the formulas as I move through this to actually do this, so that as you keep seeing me as the year goes on, you'll see my body gets healthier, stronger, and feel back in. Cause I started implementing. I'm gonna implement a lot of food. One time, like I got all my stuff here. I got my protein drinks. I got all of my supplements. I got my greens, my collard greens. I love to blend those up and drink them. I do that, but I'm learning to trust my intuition and follow my spirit. I'm not finished right now. I still, got to have a special diet. Now I feel strong enough to exercise so that I won't just be, I do need to get in shape. I'm kind of a little flabby though, but I ain't gonna get lose too much because when I did that before, it was hard to put the muscle back on because you gotta be careful when you lose fat. You can also lose a lot of muscle. So y'all don't give up on me. I'm not dying. I'm not physically dying. I'm not leaving you. I got too much work to do. I got too many things to tell you. I got too many things to share. I just want to let you know what was going on, and that I love the ones that love me and support me, and I ask you to continue to donate and support me. And in the days when I'm feeling like it, and I'll come and share things with you. And oh, I just looked down. I'm sorry. I need I have the oils and stuff. I have it. You can get the hair growth oils. I just have to get someone whenever they are free to ship it for me. I love Rosa Parks. Thank you. She's beautiful, beautiful woman. Um, I'm glad that you all think I am. You help me to love myself too. And at the worst moments, or when I'm looking the worst, I have to love myself the most. That's what I'm learning to do now. And I wanted you to see the hair too. I know that you don't have to have nice hair if you make products and to sell products and do well. But y'all kept asking, well, where's, you wearing the wig, where's the hair, where's the hair, where's the hair? I'm like, oh, bitch, I got some hair now, goddamn it. Now, I might have been sick, but I got some hair. And I know it's like I said, it stopped falling out once that infection was out of my body. But I wanted you to see it because I see a lot of people that make money selling products also do show their hair. And I'm very proud that Nipsey gave me formulas and he trusted me to share them with me. And I made them and they stopped my hair from falling out and they grew my bald spots back. I have several formulas actually. Now, I do use the ones with the red pepper oil in them that are real strong with a lot of essential oils. But I realize some people work in corporate America or they have a man or something. And so they can't wear those hair growth oils like that unless you're doing a deep conditioner one day and you're going to sit for a few hours or a day or once a week and rinse it out. I do have odorless, colorless formulas that are very strong. And those are the ones, the higher ones that are more expensive that he gave me. And they also have the DHT blockers. All of them have the DHT blockers and the blocker herbs in them, but testosterone, which causes the hair to fall out when it's a buildup of that hormone, the DHT, in male and female pattern baldness. So I wanted to show you what my hair looked like, even though I've gone through so much, and I'm working on growing it back down to my back, back down my back. And I've seen women older than me have long, thick hair down their back and their butt and their knees, so it's possible, and that's my goal. I got a certain amount I want to grow this year. And you see, I got my little ponytail, so it ain't broke off no more down where I ain't got no ponytail, a little bit of ponytail. It's growing, but what I've been doing is every month I'll cut it. I'll nibble at the ends as it grows. So I'm not gonna cut it as much. And I have to watch so I don't get the knots in the ends. So I have to wet it. Sometimes I wet my hair 2-3 times a day. Sometimes hair gets like that. It just do its own thing. And I keep moisturizing the ends, oil the ends, because they'll get knots in them. If you don't keep your hair very moisturized, it's very elastic. Now, it doesn't break easy. It doesn't come out as easy because I moisturize and I have a hair growth spray. I use that twice a day. I do it before bed. It just wants love and a lot of moisture. It'll grow like a weed if you just give it moisture and you just love it and just don't put stress on it. So y'all won't see me wearing no different hairstyles with my natural hair because I don't want to do that. I don't want to abuse it. I just throw a wig on, but I just want you to see what was under the goddamn hood. See, that's why it doesn't bother me when people, you wearing them wigs and you take that wig off. Bitch, you don't know what I got under the hood, hoe. So you can't embarrass me by wearing a wig because y'all see what the fuck I got. Bitch, I can wear a wig. Bitch, I can take it off. Bitch, I can get out there in the rain. I want to go outside in the rain. Bitch, I can stand in the rain. Bitch, a lot of you bitches just scared of the goddamn rain. Y'all to run from the rain, roll the window up and start throwing shit on your head, taking your coat off and take off, put some new paper and shit and run into the car. Drip, don't run from no rain, bitch. I ain't gotta do all that, bitch. I can still get naked at my age. And you seen I had that chain bra on, goddamn it. Like one of my gay godchildren gonna call me talking about, look at you. Look at your age, titties still sitting up, perking shit with a chain bra. I said, how you know about that? You put it in our face, I can't help but see them titties. Up there, now you done got him some goddamn titties. They sitting up like that, goddamn it. I mean, I said, why I got, cause my age, I can't have no heat to my, I see, goddamn it, you still got it, ain't it? Titties sitting all up and all, you just put them in our face. I said, you supposed to be able to do that shit, goddamn it, at any age, goddamn it. You don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do because you're a certain age. You do anything you want to motherfucking do. Anyway. Yes, I love locks too. They're beautiful. But I'm telling women ain't got no goddamn locks. And all them styles and the relaxers, whatever they're doing, they run from it. I've learned to embrace. And it helps you go higher when you embrace yourself. I used to want those relaxers and that straight and pressed out look like everybody else. And was upset because my hair wouldn't do that and realized, okay, I can press it, but it doesn't last, or I can relax it. That took it out. This is the first time in my life, the past few years since Nipsey's been here, that I learned to just accept my hair just like it is and let it do what it wants to do. Whatever it wants to do is fine with me. I'm just honoring it and taking care of it so it can express itself. You have the right to change anything you want to change. You have the right to chemically alter, do anything you want to do when you feel like you want to do it. But it's still so important that you embrace you. And fuck what anybody thinks or says about it. Okay? So I love you, and I'm glad for the ones that love me and support me, and you're here. And I just wanted to explain to you where I was, what was going on. And as I create the products, as I'm transitioning and fasting, and I'm doing a lot of, meditation and soul searching, it's just opening me up in the inside to things I didn't even know and seeing things I didn't even see. The more I do that, the more these things come. And it's helping me to transition, and everything I learn, that I'm going to share it with you. Every product I create, I'm going to share it with you. And that's why I showed you my hair, my skin, where it is, as it's transforming. And as I perfect them by using it on myself first and going through it, I'll make all these things available to you, okay? And I don't want to come back and tell you a story. Oh, I was drawn up. Oh, you can see my bones in my face. No, I let you see it. I'm actually letting you see me walking through the valley of the shadow of death, but I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And like Pac says, shed so many tears, I shall fear no man but God. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. I'm just walking in the divine light, and I'm embracing the death current. And I love it. Love, love, love it. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Art, MCK. I don't feel beautiful because of what I'm going through, and I'm flushing, and I'm starving, and you can see the bones of my goddamn face and shit, but I'm still walking in it, and I'm doing what I feel like I have to do, and it's making me better, because I have to walk alone, and I don't want to be afraid to walk alone and trust God and trust the Spirit. When nobody physically is there, I have to know is always with me, and if I trust Him, I'm going to be okay. And I'm in the underworld. I know I'm safe and I'm loved, and they're up here with me because I see how I didn't die when I went into a surgery that could have crippled me, paralyzed me, debilitated me for a long, long time, and it didn't. And nobody was in there but me and the spirits I trusted, my ancestors and God. And I finally have embraced that. And you will get rid of a lot of fucked up people in your life if you stop trying to find physical people to trust and you trust yourself and you trust God. And your intuition will never, ever, your spirit will never leave you wrong. It doesn't want to see you hurt or heartbroken. And we only get heartbroken and hurt when we don't listen to our gut and we let dirty, fat motherfuckers get close to us, man. Who want to make fun of you when things happen to you, but then are so jealous of you when your shit is intact. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to go through fucked up shit and look fucked up and shit and starve yourself to go that low and then come up out of it purified and reborn to become immortal. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.